Hey.
Okay, let's see. Alright, everything's good to go, I believe. I posted on Facebook, so we
Okay.
should get some people trickling in, hopefully. And, I guess we'll go ahead and start part 4 of reading Everlasting Summer.
Load this game.
Cool. I'll go ahead and do the introduction while you're loading in,
Okay.
so we can get that out of the way. How is it going, guys? Mega Mike here, and welcome again to part 4 of the read-through of the visual novel / dating simulation game Everlasting Summer. I am joined once again with KQD.
Hi there. This is KQD here, and I'm really excited to be here for part 4,
I know, we're getting...
which is also day 4.
Oh, that's right. It is day 4. We're doing pretty good at keeping up with this. I wonder how much further it's gonna go. I think if it goes any further, I may be getting kind of weak. Get it? Because there's like days. No? That was bad.
Okay, I am fully ready to start when you are.
Alright, cool. Go ahead and go to settings, load, and we're on day 4.
And we're shaking.
Alright, cool. Oh, that's right. I woke up with a hellish ringing inside my head. The ringing seemed to be coming from the depths of my consciousness. But after I came to my senses, I realized that the cause of this ringing was my alarm clock.
Your alarm clock is shaking you that badly?
Gosh, this guy needs to go to the doctor. Like, if it's affecting you that bad, something may be wrong with you, sir. Strange. Where did it come from? Why is it standing near my bed? Your alarm clock? It was 7:30 according to the clock. Olga had already left. There was nobody to force me to go to the lineup. Thus, I can sleep in a bit more. I closed my eyes, but it seemed like my consciousness had already had its coffee and was ready for a long, productive day. I need to get up. I know. This guy, I love his description. I should plan my day out. After all, I need to at least find something today. But still, nothing came to my head. Fine, I need to wake up completely and wash myself. On my way to the wash stands, I met Xenia. What got you up so early?
Anything wrong with being up early?
She looked at me as if I had insulted her. No, nothing. Just curious.
None of your business.
Gosh, Xenia isn't very sympathetic, even when she's in a good mood. But today she just looked furious. The cold
I
water...
don't know how I feel about her.
I don't know either. She's been, we've had, 2 conversations with her, and she's already mad at me. This is like real life. The cold water perked me up. The fog in my head dissipated. My thoughts started arranging themselves. Curiously, I started to worry about finding a good place in the canteen, more than finding answers. I brushed my teeth and was going to leave when a quiet sound wafted past my ears. It's probably a squirrel or some other animal. It's not going to be some creepy anime girl spying on me in a visual novel. No, why would that happen? I heard another sound, this time a bit farther. I walked 10 meters along the path, searching for the source. Nobody, just the morning forest. I returned to the washstands and saw Miku, who was looking for something in the grass. Noticing me, she smiled and jumped up to me.
Oh, it's time for her.
It's this time.
Okay, I think I can do this again.
I believe in you.
Oh, hello! Good morning! I accidentally scattered my tooth powder, just trying to gather it all back up.
The dewy grass didn't seem to be helping the matters. Are you sure that's a good idea?
Oh, well, why? What else can I do? I don't have any more. It was the last I had.
She pouted like a child who had just had her favorite toy taken from her. Here, I'll give you mine. I dug into my bag. No tooth powder there. Strange. Didn't I just put it there? Walked away for just a minute and now it's gone. Listen, it looks like I've forgotten it. Didn't want to tell her that it had just gone missing. Knowing the sensitivity of this girl, it was safe to assume that vanishing household goods would impress her so much that her brain would reset itself in order to avoid overheating. Well,
wow, that's mean.
I'll be off. Let's not make this girl think too much. Her thinker might break.
Yeah, cheers. Visit me in the music club. I'm still alone there, but
Miko's voice faded into the freshness of the summer morning far behind me. I want to counter for how many times this guy leaves her mid-sentence. Like,
right?
I would already be in all types of trouble had I done this to any normal girl. Like, oh my goodness. Getting back to the leader's cabin, I took my cell phone and looked at the battery meter. Hold on, let's take a moment to go back to that scene. Okay, so what happened? Something stole his tooth powder and disappeared into the night?
And then Miku dropped hers.
And tried to gather it up, as if she was gonna use it again.
I think she was stealing his tooth powder.
As if...
Because she's the yandere. And she's going to go crazy with affection. She wanted his tooth powder.
You might be right, and she probably accidentally dropped it. Interesting. That's an interesting hypothesis. She might just go crazy, you're right. Okay, here we go. Enough power for a day, maybe even less. Of course, it won't help me much in here, but still. Finding a charger in the 80s would mean inventing it. Still, regardless, the morning was shining and beautiful. The bright sun was shining over the space and time displaced Pioneer Camp Sovnyak, warming its residents and filling them with energy to spend the day productively. Or in my case, to waste it in futile efforts of finding an explanation of everything that's happening here. There was an unusually large crowd near the canteen. Of course, there was no other place in the camp that pioneers loved as much as the canteen, but why were they all crowding on the porch? I came closer to find out what was going on.
It's another children's card game.
Go away! Another children's card game. It's time to duel. Oh god. It looked like all the camp had gathered at the porch. There were all the familiar girls, Olga and Electronic.
All the familiar girls, Olga and...
Okay.
We needed the, what's it called? The comma. The Oxford comma.
You're right. I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Okay, I'm crying. We're done. Oh god. I love the translation of this here. Comma means so much different in oh, okay, we're going. They were having a lively discussion. I drew closer. Hey, Simon. Have you seen Shirk today? No, what's the matter? We haven't been able to find him since early morning. Disappearing pioneers, well, that's something new.
He's dead.
No, don't say that. He was actually kind of cool. But he was with you yesterday. She was talking to Electronic. Yeah, he was. So you woke up this morning and he wasn't anywhere to be found? No. Why didn't you come immediately to me? Well, I thought that he'd got up earlier and went to wash up or something.
Did he mention anything yesterday?
Interjected Slavia. For example?
That he was going somewhere, for instance.
No. What exactly so horrifying about that? It's only 9 a.m. You might have decided to go for a walk.
You don't know Shurik.
She looked over at me seriously. Well, no, I don't. But I didn't see anything suspicious in the situation. Okay, let's stop panicking. We'll find him. How could he miss breakfast? Uliana grinned.
Oh, she's not even on this.
I know. She's behind me, ready to punch me in the back of the head again.
Exactly. Time to eat anyway.
The pioneers proceeded into the canteen. Yet again, I had no choice where to fit in. The only free place was there next to Elisa and Uliana. take a seat. She pointed at the chair next to her. I sat down. Aren't you gonna eat your food? Good idea. Hadn't thought about that. Today's breakfast didn't look much different from yesterday's, but it looked more appetizing. Or maybe I was just really hungry. Or maybe I was eager to finish it off as soon as possible to avoid yet another Uliana prank. Want to go to the beach with us today? When? Right after breakfast. Generally,
you shouldn't swim right after you eat.
That's
Gosh.
bad. That's how you die. I've seen SpongeBob. Generally speaking.
Butt cramp.
Butt cramps. Generally speaking, relaxation wasn't on my agenda today. But if I was going to spend my time thinking, why shouldn't I do it while getting a suntan? Sure, why not? Oh no, it's the beach day.
Oh no.
Here we go. Ah, cool. She smiled nicely. I bet you're planning another prank. No, not at all. Liana waved her hands at me.
Which means yes. See?
There it is.
Elisa agrees.
She knows.
She sure is.
Elisa grinned.
She's always like that.
I looked at Elisa attentively and suddenly remembered yesterday evening. Her strange behavior, our quarrel. But now she looked like usual. Maybe there's no need to say anything to her. Though I wasn't going to. At the end of the day, everything that happened that night stopped seeming unusual, as if it was just a dream. No way! I think she's right. Nobody believes me. Juliana took her tray of dirty dishes and stood up. Enjoy your meal, she said in such a way which left no doubt nothing good awaits me today at the beach. Me and Alyssa were left alone. You know, I guess I shouldn't go with you after all.
Why is that?
Well, I've got something to do.
And what exactly would that be?
She looked into my eyes. I couldn't even find an appropriate excuse. I don't even have a swimsuit.
Try mine.
You think it would fit me?
I want to see this.
Oh no.
Give it a try.
I'm gonna cross-dress. Our Japan is showing again. I don't think it's worth the effort.
Don't be a wimp. We'll find you some swimming trunks.
Those words only added to my fear.
Wait for me by the canteen. I'll be back soon.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with waiting for her, right? Finishing my
Yes,
breakfast. I know, there's all types of wrong. We're gonna get, like, punched in the back of the head and into a...
He doesn't want to get into any trouble, but he's spending the most time with the girls that would get him into trouble.
Yeah, the two most troublesome ones. That's exactly, like, that's what's gonna happen. Like, Uliana's gonna make some type of prank hole, and Elisa's just gonna, like, punch him in the back of the head into it. Finishing my breakfast, I left the building and sat at the stairs. Pioneers, all having their own business, hurried past me one by one. No one stopped by me. Not even to look in my direction. Well, I'm popular.
It's just like real life.
It seems they did go away. It seems they didn't consider me a stranger, but exactly the opposite. Just another teenager their age, their comrade, as you would say. I caught myself thinking that I had to start to consider this camp and its inhabitants with not as much caution as I did the first day. Indeed, Alyssa was back in a couple of minutes.
I like how you said that. Indeed.
Indeed. The most sophisticated of indeed.
Ready?
Ready for what? She gave me the trunks. Though you could hardly call them trunks. Oh no, am I gonna wear I'm wearing a bullet. Oh no. They looked like pink boxers decorated with butterflies and flowers.
Aww,
Actually,
you're for free.
They were boxers. I'm almost afraid to ask, but where did you get these?
Too scared to put them on.
Well, you know, I've not the slightest intention of doing so. I appreciated her joke, but I wasn't going to make myself a laughingstock.
Put them on.
She said roughly. Why don't you try them on instead of me? I think that the color of the swimsuit would set off your eyes very nicely.
Redheads don't wear pink. What are you thinking, Simon?
I'm thinking I don't want to put on these butterfly panties.
Let's make a bet.
I know where this is going. I had no desire to accept her bets. No thank you.
Alright, you either go to the beach wearing them, or you swim naked.
Weighing the pros and cons, even the second option seemed better than the first. I'm not planning to go anywhere at all.
Then I'll tell everyone that you left these trunks in my cabin.
Why did you... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just like trying to cope with the fact that like the way to a man's heart is through blackmail, according to this game.
I just want to know why she is so hellbent
Because she
on getting everyone to believe.
Because that's just how it goes, you know? For some people, you like a girl, you throw rocks at her. For some girls, you like a guy, you try to ruin his life with blackmail, you know? Just gotta weigh it out. Why would I do that?
How should I know?
She burst into laughter. I didn't want to argue with Alyssa, so I decided to go to the beach in the end. But not with those flamboyant trunks. Okay, I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Don't be late.
She ran off after saying that. I dragged my feet to the leader's cabin to get a towel and to hopefully find something like trunks. Olga was waiting for me in the room. Simon, did you hear anything about Shurik? Same as half an hour ago. I walked into my bed and took a towel. Are you going somewhere? Yeah, to the beach.
He's gonna be in the water.
Wait, do you have swimming trunks? You came here without any luggage, as I recall. Strange, that fact didn't seem to surprise her during our first encounter. No. So, what are you going to wear? Good question. What? I don't know. Wait a minute. She walked into the wardrobe and unlocked a drawer. In a moment, she had a pair of normal black trunks. Where did she get those? She probably laundered them from the last, person that went on this journey and died. So, nothing big. More importantly, why?
Out of all the strange occurrences that have happened to this boy, getting a pair of trunks from a woman is not exactly the biggest problem.
I know, right? There's so many other things. But hey, he has the same speculation as I do. Someone from the previous session might have forgotten them. Considering all the strange things in this cap, it wasn't really surprising to find men's swimming trunks right in Olga's room. Thanks. The trunks were just my size. I got changed behind the cabin and went to the beach. A lot of pioneers had already gathered there, but I recognized only the troublesome two. Alyssa and Uliana. Come here! I walked over to them and sat in the sand.
I see you found something better.
Did they really let her wear that at this, children's camp?
Apparently.
She stared at my trunks and smirked. As you can see. Come on, let's swim. I don't want to. Maybe later. I was not a fan of swimming.
Suit yourself.
The girls ran into the water. Why did I come here? Why am I not out?
Because you are a fan of watching girls swim.
Yeah, and I just have to come with the worst too, because I'm obviously a masochist. Look at the one that I'm pursuing. Why am I not out looking for answers? Should I care about it now? Sylvianok seemed normal. Certainly a lot of strange things have happened to me during these 3.5 days, but not one of them, taken separately, seemed at all supernatural. Especially since I didn't get any closer to finding so much as a clue. On the contrary, everything that has happened to me has only confused me more. What alternatives do I have? I won't get any truth from the local residents, though I doubt they even know it. Should I try to leave this place? But how far can I walk, considering that I don't even know where I am? It turns out that my only option is to wait. After some time, the girls came back. Uliana had held something in her hands. Look! I looked up and saw a crawfish. Just a normal crawfish. Uliana lay next to me and started to torment it. Leave the poor animal...
That's such a weird...
oh God, no! Said the crawfish. Look at those eyes.
The poor thing.
Oh God, no, said the crawfish. Look at me. Alyssa's butt replied, blatantly in the front of the screen. Oh gosh. Leave the poor animal alone. Why? It's just a crawfish. So what? It has the right to live too. I'll rip its claws off and cook it to boil for dinner. As if we had nothing else to eat. I looked at Elisa. She seemed to be totally uninterested in Juliana's fun with the poor sea creature. Tell her.
What's wrong? It's a crawfish. It deserves it. See, now you lost points.
Hashtag crawfish lives matter. It looked like the girls missed... I know. It looked like the girls missed their lessons on nature in primary school and lacked the empathy for the environment. Give it. I snatched the crawfish off of Juliana. Suit yourself. I was a little surprised she didn't resist. I looked into the eyes of the poor animal. Don't worry, baby crawfish. You're safe with me now. They didn't...
I would do that. I am that person.
You're my new baby now. They didn't express anything at all, but I thought if they could speak, it would certainly be outraged. Maybe it would even go to the UN Convention of Human Rights. Okay. To tell the truth, I wasn't sure that would help. I took the crawfish to the river and set it free. Never mind. I'll catch more. There's plenty of them here, said Juliana. No doubt about that, I mumbled. Time passed, and I was getting sleepy. I fell asleep. Okay.
No!
Oh, we're gonna wake up covered in crawfish. R.I.P. my R.I.P. my nipples. I don't remember what I was dreaming about, and if I was dreaming at all, but I woke up when someone shook my shoulder. Olga stood next to me. God, aren't you like the camp counselor? Like, you're one good hop away from being fired, lady. Did you come to swim too? I asked, still half asleep. No.
This just makes me think I want to see what the nurse wears.
I know. The nurse's bathing suit is just like two stethoscopes. Just two stethoscopes. Strategically placed, you know?
I think she'd only need one.
Oh, no. Okay, we're done. We're done with the nurse talk. I'm getting too curious for my own good. I was gonna say where would she keep it, but I'm done. It's almost time. Here we go, sir. It's almost time for lunch, and we still can't find Shurik, the leader said, standing before me in a wet swimsuit. And gosh, dude, you're over here like hashtag crawfish lives matter, and Shurik may be dead, and you're just like, so what?
So what?
So what?
Animals over humans.
Yeah, relatable protagonist once again. I want you to look for him. Seems like I'm the only pioneer in this entire camp. I was sincerely outraged. Every time it was getting clear that Olga considered me her errand boy to be used like a slave.
I don't think she's been that inconsiderate.
Exactly. I don't think she considers us the slave. I think the nurse would, with some strategically placed roleplay, but... let me see. If I came to you, then I want you to help me. Why exactly me? However, after giving it some thought, I decided to agree. After all, my shoulders and back got sunburned while I was sleeping, and searching for Shurik would let me get acquainted with unexplored locations on the camp. Okay. It was not exactly right to wander around wearing only swimming trunks, so I should get changed first.
So, he fell asleep near the two troublemakers and nothing happened?
I know, I at least expected like Sharpie on the face or something.
This is just like them going to the bathhouse and no one was there.
This is weird. 10 minutes later, I stood outside Olga's cabin, deciding where to go. Oh, hey. Okay.
Woo! We get to go...
It's either the bus...
We can go to the forest, to 17, to the boathouse, or to the bus stop, it looks like.
I don't even know what 17 is. Who's there? I see like a bucket head and like a girl.
Yeah, there's two girls, but I don't recognize... Well, no, that's not Slavia. There's a blonde.
It's not a blonde. It's like a bag. Let's go there. I'm curious. All right.
There's a bag? I can't even tell.
Yeah, to 17 we go.
17, okay. Let's go.
But it's still a stupid idea. If Shirk was hiding anywhere in the camp, he would have been found by now. Of course, assuming he was to be found. so I hardly think I can help them. Oh, were we supposed to go to the forest? Together with
I
this thought,
guess.
I entered the cabin and stretched myself on the bed. Nothing good will happen if Olga finds me here. Oh! That's our cabin.
Okay.
We're the buckethead. I guess we have the bag because like no one knows who we are or something. I don't know.
I guess. But, huh.
That's weird.
So we pretty much just shirked Shurik.
Oh, you're just like, yeah, he's probably dead somewhere. It's all good.
I was expecting to find him in the water when we went swimming, but
That changes everything though. Look at the picture on the right and the picture on the left next to like Voldemort. It's the baghead that we saw in the.
yeah, okay. So
I guess that
I
is
guess
us.
I guess.
Stop. Enough. Am I just some trembling creature, or do I have rights like the crawfish? I didn't want to do anything
He is a
anyway.
crawfish.
The day was just as hot as the previous ones. The only thing I wanted to do was stay in bed and wait for lunch. I was just falling asleep when someone knocked on the door. Come in. Slavia stood on the doorstep.
Olga isn't here, is she?
No.
What are you doing?
She asked with suspicion. I looked over myself, lying on the bed, and said, lying down?
I can see that. But I heard Olga
Oh
ask
my
you to
god.
Shurik.
We're the bad guy now. What have I
Yeah,
done?
we shirked our duties
I've been
at
hanging out.
finding Shurik.
Well, I didn't know. I just saw 17. I was like, there's two people there.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
And?
What's the point? I'm sure she already turned the whole camp upside down. Not much time has passed. Why should we panic?
You know, stuff could happen.
Slavia looked at me thoughtfully.
Get up.
Do I have to? I was so worn out that even the thought of going somewhere frightened me.
Yes, you do.
Slavia's not the person who I would ever say no to. Okay. I stood up reluctantly and went to the cabin with her. We stood at the doorway for some time, relaxing in the beams of the summer sun. I was rather frying. Where shall we go?
Oh, we have to look everywhere.
Great idea. Just great. The first stop on our route was to the library. Slavia went to Xenia, sitting at the table, and spoke to her. I just stood in the doorway. I didn't want to communicate with this librarian any more than necessary. I don't blame
I
you, guys.
feel you, Simon.
Yeah, exactly. We're both like, oh, yeah. A few minutes later, Slavia came back to me. So?
Nothing.
She shook her head, as expected. The canteen. We still had time before lunch starts, so there was no usual crowd of pioneers. It was empty inside and outside of the building. While Slavia was talking to the cooks, I was sitting and playing with the salt shaker. Some salt spilled out of the pot. Certainly,
Simon is useless.
I know, like, why would they put him on, like, possible dead guy duty whenever he's, like, just fiddling either? It would be unexpected if she had found him, for instance, in the refrigerator. Oh my god. Why is he so dark, too? The next stop, according to our taking naps everywhere.
He is the worst.
Certainly, I would be worried if I was superstitious. Strangely enough, he was. Oh yeah, bring it on. I decided not to. I said, "Why? Come on, go inside, dude. You know what's in there." I decided not to go inside and waited outside for Slavia. No results. There were pioneers playing football on the sports ground. It would be hard for Shirk to get lost among them. Finally, we reached the clubhouse. Think it could be here? I think that's the first place people would have searched.
Well, let's go in.
Empty inside. Slavia opened her door and went to the next room. I followed her. This all seemed to me to be a stupid undertaking. It was strange responsibility and so on, but isn't it obvious that he isn't in the camp? After all, he isn't playing hide and seek with us, is he?
No one here either.
What, especially since it was Slavia's idea. I mean, I understand he'd be sitting in a closet.
Well,
It seems like I offended her. Oh, I'm sorry. So sorry. But seriously,
I understand. But we have to check all possibilities.
Okay, listen. What do you really think?
About Shurik's disappearance?
Yeah.
Maybe he went into the forest and has been caught by a forest spirit.
She laughed that off. What a fabulous story. However, in this camp, you never know.
Yes, true that. But now isn't the time for jokes.
Cheer up. We'll find him.
I hope so.
Slavia smiled.
Well, I still have some things to do.
See you later. She left, but I was standing there for some time, staring at the Cyberkinetic Club's closet. However, I was so inspired by Slavia's actions that I decided to continue searching somewhere else. Oh, thank Jesus. Alright, cool.
Woo!
We're back on the server. We're no longer the bad guy. Well,
where do we want to go?
To the forest, I suppose, because, I mean, he's probably there playing with some squirrels or the spirits or being mauled by a bear.
Alright, let's go to the forest.
Cool. It was obvious that Olga and her pioneers had already searched every nook and cranny of the camp, roamed the length and breadth of it. So probably it's not worth looking for Shirk in the canteen or on the beach. Or in the Cyberkinetics Club. It was his second home. Maybe even
like we just did.
Or maybe even his first. Thus, it might be worth looking around the surrounding forest. I didn't plan to go far into the forest, otherwise it might be me who they'll be searching for tomorrow. I didn't really visit the countryside often. I just stayed in a country house every summer during my childhood. But that one was very close to the city. But this camp, it was possible to find everything I hadn't seen for so long. Overwhelming vegetation, singing birds, and fresh air. Gosh, did you live in like a toxic dump or something? I found a meadow and sat on a stump. How peaceful this place was. But where in the world is Shirk? Actually, he could have been taken against his will. This camp is far from normal, so pioneer disappearances should not be all that strange. What? Okay. This camp is magical, so kidnapping children should be normal. An intriguing possibility. Could it be the work of whichever force sent me here? Or is it just some separate, loyal entity's doing? Lost in my own thought, I didn't notice how the grass before me started moving. I looked closely and saw a squirrel. It's the culprit! You're the one who took Shirk. It approached me carefully and stared at my
Sorry,
hands.
I was just storing my nuts for the winter.
Probably used to getting fed here. Sorry, friend. I don't have anything with me. Of course, the squirrel did not understand me and continued to just sit there waiting for treats. I felt sorry for it, because I didn't have even a crumb of bread in my pocket. I realized that I'm not even ashamed to look into the eyes, and decided to move on. Okay. After some more wandering, I came to the washstands. Turns out, he's not in the forest either. At least, not in the surrounding area. And going farther is just frightening. I walked to the washstands, took off my shirt, and tried to wipe myself down because I was all sweaty. However, it wasn't so easy. I won't be able to get into the wash bowl. And there isn't even a lathe. Suddenly I heard footsteps from behind. I turned around. Oh no! Of all the possibilities, why? It seems you've walked in on me, Electronic. Electronic was walking in my direction. Looking for Shrek? Yes. You too? Me too. Listen, you know him better. Where could he have gone? I don't have a clue, he answered sadly. Well, just don't understand why everyone has made such a fuss. During the night, wasn't he in the cabin with you? And he can't have been gone for too long. Maybe he just went for a walk. You don't know Shirk, he pointed with his strong hand. Said Electronic excitedly. Is that expression? Okay. He's fanatically dedicated to his work. His life consists of robotics, cybernetics, and people like him are 1 in a million. No, in a billion. His talent is boundless. I look up to him. He's a man of steel. No,
Okay.
Simply triumphant. Oh, thank Jesus. I thought it was me that he had a crush on. This is less awkward. I mean, after approaching me at the bathhouse, I was like, oh, Electronic, stop it.
Oh, you found me.
Oh man. Oh, okay, this is a bit extreme. At that, at that moment, he looked like Hitler, making a speech in front of a crowd of thousands. I'm pretty sure Hitler would have said some different things, but yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
Apparently, Hitler was a Shrek fan, okay?
Even his gesture matched. I don't know. I think he needs to turn that vertical hand horizontal, and then we're like kind of talking. All right. Okay. So what? So what? You don't understand, do you? No. He spends all of it, you see, all of his free time in our club. All. So disappearing like that's unusual for him. Of course.
So, what he was doing in the club room was digging a tunnel so he could escape.
He was like, look, this Electro Nick guy's got the weirdest crush on me. I am just booking it. Alright. Seems like Electro Nick calmed down. Okay. He looked at me intently. Are you going to wash? No, not since you're here. Not really. Just to rinse off a little. It's a bit hot. Me too. He looked around. I wish there was a bucket or a ladle or something to get more water with. Yeah, I noticed that already. Then let's do this. No! Electronic! No! No, no, no. Okay, he walked behind washstands and pulled on one of the taps. To my surprise, its end turned up. Rather than pouring into the wash bowl, the water splashed up, almost 90 degrees. You could manage to wash yourself that way. Oh no!
Oh my god!
Oh, this is what you wanted, isn't it? This
Look at his lips.
This is for all you Electronic fans out there. This is what you've been waiting for. Oh,
I don't want it.
why is the nurse music playing? This isn't what I asked for.
I was not expecting this.
Oh, the only cherry on top is I just need my mother to walk in the room and be like, "Oh, Mike's playing one of those types of games." I knew I should have gotten him a Ken doll instead of a Barbie doll for his birthday. Oh god.
Needed those G.I. Joes.
Here's the part. Meanwhile, an Electronic slowly took off his shirt and squatted. So it seemed like he pulled down his shorts. I couldn't really tell because the washstand he was behind concealed him up to his waist. He directed the stream towards himself and started to sing something quiet. I can't do this. Electronic, why are you doing this to me?
Sing it.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do
Sing it right now.
KQD, why are you doing this to me? Let's clean my chimney. Chimney sweep. I stood astonished, not knowing what to do. I've never felt Simon more than this moment.
I have never been so amused by this game.
He seemed to notice it. I'll wash myself, then let you use it. Gosh, I got such a massive chill. Okay, good. That is what we call in America an anti-boner, Simon. Well, you know, I just remembered I have something to do. I gotta go. Out of all the eccentrices of Electronic, the moment I saw was the weirdest one. Hey, what's up with you? A cold shower on such a hot day is the best thing ever. No, 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 no. No. No, Simon. No, says Simon. Oh, that won't do. And anyway, I have to go. I put my shirt on quickly.
And he was out of there.
And ran back into the forest. Oh, God. Oh, well, I guess that's just the lay of the land here. Between that and the little girl, it looks like the rules of this camp is rape or be raped. So I'm just gonna hide in this forest for a bit. Oh my god! I put my shirt quickly and ran back into the forest. I wonder what got into him. I went to lunch with mixed feelings, with a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, let's call it that. Mixed feeling.
A sense of accomplishment and a realization of time wasted. The canteen was crowded. I couldn't stay unnoticed. Olga called on me. Simon, come with us. The camp leader, Slavia, and Electronic were sitting at the 4-seat table. I nodded and went to get my food. At the time I had to spend several minutes in queue. Today's menu didn't really offer anything different from the other day's menus. The dishes looked the same, at least. When I set the table and wished bon appetit to everyone, Olga said, "So, what are you thinking?" "About what?" "We searched for Shirk all around. It's noon and he's nowhere to be found." I took a note of the rhyme, but I didn't want to point it out. Oh, God, you're that guy.
We looked all over camp.
I went all around the neighboring forest. No, we know what you did, Electro.
Oh, we know. We know what you were doing.
Olga looked at me. And I helped too. "We must call the police." "Maybe we should wait until evening," I asked lazily. "Maybe he went home." "That can't be. Shirk lives thousands of miles away." "By train?" "The nearest station," she paused, "is far off." Now it was getting interesting. Okay, gosh,
Oh.
how bad is this guy? Oh, now Shirk might be dead. Okay, this is getting juicy.
I think no, he's just being selfish because this might be linked to him.
Interesting. Every time the conversation reached a point of concerning ways I could leave Salvanaka camp, inhabitants started changing the subject. Oh,
See?
wow, you're right.
See?
Wow, KQD on the case. How far is far? Really far. Camp leader looked at me, indicating with her expression that asking more questions was not advised.
So we should go deeper into the forest. Maybe he got lost.
Shirk always takes a compass, chimed in Electronic. I wonder what else could be found in this magic vest, assuming he has one. What if I were to get lost in the forest? A compass would be really of no use. Police. We should call the police this evening. Not right now, at least. Okay, so you'll do it later? They were all silent. We should be able to find him before evening. We still have time. If he actually got lost, we have no time to lose.
We cannot be sure.
Then where is he? Where? There's some truth about the camp leader's words. Hiding the whole day, just like that, is suspicious. Why would he do that? Shirk seems to be the quiet, serious pioneer. Guliana would be a better fit for his behavior. So, there is good reason to believe that he was gone. All that can be done is already been done. We'll just have to wait. Slavia, Electronic, and Olga looked at me sorrowfully, but didn't say a word. I finished my lunch, took the tray back, and left the canteen. Still the first half of the day. What now? The camp was drifting off for an afternoon nap. Only Jenda stared at me through his glasses. Of course, he was staring somewhere else, but I had a feeling he was constantly watching me. I bet he knows where Shirk is hiding.
He knows all.
Plot twist, it was the statue the whole time. He just can't say anything. The disappearance of the Cyberkinetic Club's leader made me think. Maybe it's got something to do with my case.
Oh ho ho!
Oh, here we go. It's this time.
Oh, pioneer.
The nurse stood in front of me. I looked at her curiously.
Go and take my place in the infirmary. I have an urgent call. Somebody's injured.
Me?
Yes, you. Take the keys.
The nurse threw me the keys and ran away. Why me? Isn't there anyone else at this camp? What exactly should I be doing? What if something happens? Okay, what do I do now? I missed my chance to refuse. I stood in front of the door, uncertainly. On the one hand, there's nothing to worry about. I'll spend half an hour or so here and she'll be back. What if someone comes for actual help? With a broken leg or a head injury? I began to worry too much. I hope that there's no injuries more serious than bruises and scrapes in this camp. But at the same time, I could not shake the idea that in a serious situation, I would be absolutely useless. I don't even know how to perform CPR. The magazine on the nurse's table caught my attention. A good way to relax, I guess. This is labeled Soviet fashion.
I was not expecting a PG magazine.
I know. I was expecting like something a little more like, hello, nurse, you know?
No, those are hidden under the bed.
No, those are the secret matches. Secret stash. The publication date and month were absent. However, this was not a surprise. There were much stranger things happening here. I don't know much about Soviet magazines. Maybe they actually did have publication dates on them. Models dressed in old-fashioned clothes stared at me from glossy pages. Nowadays, nobody wears such clothes. I smirked. I wonder if Slavia, for example, considered this fashionable. I can only imagine what would happen if she appeared in my time wearing something like this. I imagine we were walking hand in hand. I'm wearing my coat with the hood, and she's dressed in a lavish dress covered with lace and things. Seems like I'm already imagining Slavia in my world. With me. And not only Slavia. The dress better suits Uliana. This cute Safarin would look good on Elisa. This skirt and cardigan would look nice on Lena. Okay,
Oh
Lou.
my god.
Okay, Lou Bega. If only they could be real. No, I saw them, heard them, could even touch them. But still they're here. And I simply don't belong in this place. It's alien to me.
No.
I'm just waiting for a chance to get out of here. Waiting because nothing's up to me anymore. I sighed and put my head on the table and fell asleep. I love that that's his solution. Think about life too much. Sleep.
That is my solution to everything.
Once again, relatable protagonist. I was awoken by the noise of a door opening. Lena stood at the door. Yesterday I promised to help her at the infirmary. My cheeks became scarlet shortly and I turned away, pretending that I'm busy. Oh my goodness, this game remembers.
Yep. The nurse isn't here? Then I'll come back later.
I'm substituting for her. Since I am responsible for Pioneers' lives, I should do it with full responsibility. Although in fact, I was afraid of something bad happening because of me. Any health complaints? I tried to give Lena the most professional smile I could in order to not confuse her.
Nothing special.
Oh no, it's girl time. I wouldn't understand.
Just a little headache.
Let's do this. Okay.
Intense.
We're gonna have to go to surgery. Some painkillers, maybe.
Suddenly this game turns into, what's it called?
The surgeon simulator.
Yeah.
Oh my Jesus, I would cry. Of course, I wasn't aware where to find the required medicines, so it took me a while to find them. Finally, I handed a metamizole tablet to Lena.
Thanks.
She smiled. That was completely unexpected, and I lost touch with reality, staring at her. Okay.
What?
Lena turned awkward in an instant. Listen, I've been wondering. Do you like this? I don't know what got into me, but I grabbed the magazine from the table and showed her the picture of the skirt and the cardigan, which would really suit her in my opinion. Maybe I went completely nuts thinking about all the girls being in my world. Maybe I wanted to distract myself instead, just wanting the nurse to come back. Lena looked at the picture.
Yes, I guess.
Is stuff like this in fashion?
I guess.
She got confused and started blushing.
Why do you ask?
Really? Why? Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, you know what? To make up for how crappy we were to her, let's just go ahead and do the first one.
Alright, I think you'd look gorgeous in it.
I think you look gorgeous in it.
Thank you.
It's alright, I'm just being completely honest. We were quiet for some time. How's your headache?
Much better. Thank you.
She smiled.
I'll be off.
Good luck.
I was expecting much more of a reaction from her for that.
I know. Like, I wanted her to pass out and then me be like, Nurse, the patient, she doesn't have much time. Lena went outside and I could...
And the nurse would just be like, oh, Pioneer, I think you have to give her the kiss of life.
I know. Pioneer, lay down on top of her while I lay down on top of you. And then it's like, alright, this game is showing its true colors. Lena went out and I continued to look through the magazine. After a while, somebody knocked on the door again. Seems that the infirmary is the most popular place to go. Suddenly, I decided to roleplay a nurse. Just a male version, okay. And said,
Sexist.
"Come in." I get to be the sexy nurse. Oh no! Why? The door opened and Juliana entered the room. Wow. Did I miss the moment when you decided to start knocking? Anything wrong with me knocking? She frowned. Where does it hurt? Why on earth would I tell you? Where's the nurse? Right in front of you. I imposingly crossed my legs and looked questioningly at her. Oh, this guy's magical. I'd better go. It'd be better to die than be treated by you. She smiled mischievously. Well, you didn't even let me try. Liana thought for a moment. Thought you could give me some pills. What's bothering you? Took her some time to reply. Heavy stomach. Sure it's not an empty head? Oh! Sick burns. Nurse Burns.
Remember
cool.
what happened last time when you called her dumb?
I know. It's okay though. I happen to be a nurse, so I can help her with that burn. I muttered under my breath. What did you say? Nothing. Give me a second. I found the pills in the first drawer I opened. Thank you, Doctor. That's Mr. Doctor to you. She smiled cheerfully. Watching Liliana...
I love that he's just handing out pills.
I know, right? Like, gosh. You could get, like, arrested for this kind of thing, and he's just here like, hey, what's that? You need some drugs? Want to buy a sundial? Watching Liliana, I could not imagine how such an optimistic and active child could have any health problems. Overdose of stolen candies, right? She gave me a baleful look. No, I left everything for you. Juliana ran out of the infirmary and slammed the door. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Oh man. I'm doing a really good job of making all the girls mad in this place.
Yep.
Again, I went to studying the Soviet fashion trends. Time passed, but the nurse was still absent. I wasn't searching for Shurik, wasn't looking for any clues concerning my situation. I was just sitting and flipping through the magazine. Just for a moment, I felt quite satisfied with the situation. So far, everything that has happened here could be seen as just a trip to some summer camp. As if nothing changes anytime soon. Then I can start worrying. Again, someone knocked on the door. Did I miss the outbreak of an epidemic? Slavia was standing in the doorway.
Oh, hi. Isn't the nurse here?
You're looking at him. Hi. No, she's not here. I'm taking over for today.
Great. I'd like...
She hesitated. What?
By the way, Simon...
Slavia said, and she looked intently at me. What?
Seems like I lost my keys. Have you seen them anywhere?
Sure I have. Yes, here, I found them near the canteen yesterday. I wanted to return them to you, but I forgot about it. I was really bad at lying. My cheeks were red, my eyes were wandering around, and hands were constantly shaking. Here. I was already preparing myself for an appropriate scolding, but Slavia took the keys and said,
Thanks.
So, what have you come for? I need to change the subject. Does anything hurt?
No, it's nothing.
Strange. I wouldn't even think that such an open person like Slavia would keep something quiet. If there's anything bothering you, just tell me. That's why I'm here. To treat people. Okay.
You're taking this very seriously.
I know, this guy went from like, who cares if, you know, he's dead, to let me heal the world now.
See, he should have been a doctor. That's
Just looking...
what he missed in his life.
Exactly. We didn't care that Shurik was dead, but looking into the eyes of that crawfish and squirrel, it changed me. I smiled wildly.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
No, I mean, yes, but no.
Hearing that made anything possible, even division by 0. Okay, so how can I help you?
You? I guess you can't.
She smiled and was going to leave, but suddenly stopped.
However, Could you, step out for a minute?
Why not? Okay. I stepped out of the infirmary and leaned against the wall. I wondered what she might be doing, something I can't even see. After a minute, the door opened and Slavia came out. She was carrying a small bundle. Oh no. Do we ask? Let's ask. Oh, let's get
We're gonna be nosy.
I know, I'm ready. Ask about the bundle. What is it?
Nothing.
She blushed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Slavia ran away. Seems like I shouldn't have asked. Okay. Well, that answered our question.
And, it is 8:29.
I know. I looked at the time and it was 8:29.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I hate to leave you all on a cliffhanger on whether or not the nurse will come back, but as all good medical shows, we're gonna have to leave you on a cliffhanger on what's gonna happen next on Mega Mike MD. So.
I'm very sorry that we have to cut this short. It's my fault.
Oh, hey, it's nobody's fault. Life happens. But hey, the most important thing is that we're still chugging along and we're still kind of figuring out what's going on with all this. So far, I've done well at making all the girls really mad and not finding any answers. So I think I'm winning this game. I think it's going.
Yeah. Well, Lena didn't seem particularly mad.
Yeah, and then the librarian, she just woke up mad. That's just how she functions.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and call it here. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and sticking with us on this part 4. We'll see you guys next week on part 5. And thank you again, KQD, for joining me on our read-through of Everlasting Summer.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Alrighty, guys. Well, I had fun. I hope that you guys had fun. And as always, my lovely friends, fans, and followers, tune in next time to Mega Mike Stream Time.
Bye-bye.
Mwah.